out sitting through this warm weather, and especially all my amazing peers on stage, because this isn't easy. And I can tell you that because my team and I have been running for a full year, because we really wanted to make sure we could empower an effective message and get it out to each and every single one of you. So for me, service is an obligation. It's simply not a choice. I've lived in this community almost my entire life. I came to this country when I was just 1 year old with my single mom, and I have been afforded every single blessing that not only this great country has to offer, but that this even greater city has to offer. And we have a post-partisan agenda, because we believe, my team and I, that the problems that we're confronting and the solutions that we have to implement are far bigger than the party politics that are ripping our country apart. I want to deal with the crime issue. I want to make sure our women are safe. That's why I've spent the past almost decade working in the anti-trafficking, anti-slavery, and domestic violence movement. I want to make sure that we can empower our students as well as our families to get the best educational options that they have available to them. That's why I spent an enormous amount of my life not only getting 2 master's degrees and a PhD so that I could teach others, but using my platform to inspire others, to learn more, to educate, and to be a part of community solutions. And that brings me to my last point. That's why I started my first small business 5 years ago. And what we do as a social impact consultancy is empower individuals, governments, and organizations to make the biggest impact that they can have on their communities, whether that means feeding children or helping women or inspiring the next great generation of leadership. I promise, as your next city councilwoman, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thank you so much for having me here today, and I look forward to passing on the mic to my peers. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, right, we don't have a housing crisis. We have an affordable housing crisis. And it's because the cost of rents are very high now. And those people who can afford those rents are not getting the jobs that they need. So the real question we should be talking about is how we can decrease rents and increase jobs. And the first thing, which none of my peers have mentioned on the stage yet, is reforming the property tax system, which is completely discriminatory and totally flawed. And there's been no political will and no political leadership to do so. And I can promise you, because I have no interest in being a career politician, I have no problem shaking every tree to overhaul this system once I get into office. It's a really big problem when 68% of our millennials, those you see on the stage, can't afford to live in our city. It results in a brain drain. But I think what's worse is that 57% of people over the age of 34 can't afford the city either. If people are not living here, they're not buying homes here, they're not putting their kids to school, they're not starting companies, and they're not building the communities that we need to sustain New York. So we need to get innovative with our housing markets, like single house conversions, rent control for our seniors, tax abatements for developers in exchange for affordable units, a focus on mixed housing, a focus on our storefronts so that our landlords are not pushing the costs onto our tenants. And most importantly, we need to focus on getting our construction jobs done all around the city, whether that means incentives, whether that means providing jobs for the homeless through construction opportunities. But why do we demand innovation in every single thing we do, except the issues that our governments address? So as someone who doesn't come from the political space, I promise to bring an innovative, fresh, and updated perspective to our housing market. So the Small Business Survival Act doesn't deal with what the real problem is, right? And that's the taxes, the regulation that makes it impossible to start a business, and the economic climate, which is completely flatlined. It doesn't address those issues. So what we believe that we should do, and I agree with many of my peers, is taking Dan Grodnick's commercial rent tax all the way to passage, and then reform our property tax system, as I said before. But I think what a more unique community solution is, and my team and I have actually taken numerous meetings with commercial landlords all around town and pitched them this idea. It's a shared storefront concept. We live in a shared economy, right? We've got shared food halls, we're sharing cabs. Why are we not allowing small businesses that work in the same space to come together to use a storefront as a shared business? So I stand with my peers on the stage, and oh, I realized I forgot my name is Melissa Jane Kronfeld, since I didn't mention it last time. Thanks over there. So I stand with my peers against this. This is not going to happen once I'm elected to City Council. I love the idea of the Brookdale Neighborhood Association to put senior housing there. We just spoke about that a moment ago. Our senior population is going to more than double in the next 15 to 20 years, and the institutions we now have in place are totally inadequate. So this would be a fantastic community solution to some of the things that we've spoken about today. We only need to ask Councilman Ben Kalos what a headache this is going to be, between air quality, vermin, the construction before and after, the congestion it's going to cause. It's not going to happen on my watch, and that's a promise that I can make to you right now.